Now, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Imperator Rome Invictus Sogdia series here on the Lord Master channel. In which, that last episode, which was, we thought that there was going to be a major crisis, which I originally felt that would be the beginning of the decline of Sogdia, but that one we have greatly averted. In fact, performed a lot better than the last time where I said such statements. That we actually took care of the foreign invaders with little losses. And recently our great king, what's his name? None of that, he has passed. But as we know, as we look at the history, that there was one who reigned from 450 to 495, and this one from 495 to 551. And then there's 551 to 606. We had some long reigning rulers. And now this is our current Bahuman, who's expected to be the shortest reigning ruler. He is healthy right now, but before he became king, he started suffering from the gout. No way, no how. So, this is basically under a transitionary period for us in Sogdia, where for this man here, he can only do is just wait and abide his time and focus a little more on the oratory focus, just to keep his charisma up, as he's the man of the people. And speaking of being the man of the people, so he will do two things here. It's to increase the legitimacy each and every time, because we got to get it up as fast as we can. So it will be proven legitimacy, as the legitimacy is 65, which, as a reminder, legitimacy is an indication of how well regarded my ruling dynasty is. Positive legitimacy will increase the maximum loyalty of characters from 50 up to 100. Negative legitimacy will cause all characters around to lose loyalty on a monthly basis. So you would want to get that up. And now this man, Kach, will be the next ruler. He's 32. He has no martial skill, but he's got charisma, zeal, and a bit of a finesse. But unfortunately, he has very poor health, as he's depressed, which he can't seem to get over that. He has no children, and we fear that if he passes, then it'll be Oshan to be the next, and first ever queen of Sogdia. Who knows what that would look like, especially with this kind of succession. But until then, we got to increase the legitimacy. Okay, it does stack quite a bit. One more time. Yeah, it does. That'll help it. Each month. Each passing month. And over him is each passing month as well. It's a race against time more than anything else. Speaking of which, our focus has been taken to other different places as well. Including here, where our metropolis is to be built. And by next month we'll build our Grand Theater here, which will definitely make the integrated culture, happiness for those who live here. Much more civilized and faster assimilation. Because we already have a great temple here, and then we'll have a grand theater there. As this city is turning into a metropolis. As we encouraged people to come over here. But soon there's another area where people are going to have to encourage to come over here. And that's here. Because this is quite possibly one of the best cities to be placed in terms of population capacity. It's one of the Alexandrias. It's a port city with, noble freeman districts, which ups the population capacity. Especially more so because they're both stacked together. Build a few more ports and we're golden. And also a potential place for a Sogdian Emporium to be built here. So it's just districts. There's gemstones here. And that impact of France loyalty, that we gotta change. We ought to change that. So I would look forward to working on that. Along with all the other places. Theft! That dastardly rogue, my son crept into a villa of Bachuman last night, our king, and made off a sizable quantity of variable paraphernalia. Proof of such action is hard to come by. For now I must tolerate the taunting gaze of the catch from across the court floor. Curses! You stole my personal wealth from me! How dare you? You don't steal from your father! And what are you going to do with that money anyway? All right, because we're rivals. Oh, so that's what's going on here. Never thought that we would have a son who hates his father. And he stole money from me. That's the kind of relationship they've been going through for the last couple of years. He may be a rival to the ruler, but he's a primary heir. Let's build a grand theater here. And you could stop with that. With the migration thing. You got an awful lot of slaves here, so I would say social mobility would be the way. Because of that place is of its great importance. And we decided that we should also centralize the population there. Because it's going to become the place to be. Wish I could say the same for other places like that. Thanks to harsh treatment. No, I wish I could do more better. Of course, Boot. Who could have forget old Boot? We wanted to encourage population growth of Boot as well. Some noble district would do. Then again, I'd love to improve the population of Scythia, but get Drossia there, it's probably much more suitable because now I'm, you know, kind of invested in. Oh, let me look here. These cities there. So I could draw some part of. Maybe small in number of population, but give it some time and it can grow. These people are going to come to these cities. They all want to be there. Let me see. That's up in Gandhara. That one. Population has to be up to 40. Cedar forests. Meaning we can build ships and other things. But the issue with that is, who the hell would want to live up there? I mean, it's cheaper to build cities nowadays. After weeks of nervous looks and smirks at court, the whispers circling the palace finally reached the ears of the king. Seems solids with spreading rumors and spinning yards of his unequaled ability and unfitness of the throne. The damage has been done. Now look to the king how to deal with the situation. What negative trait? What's considered negative? Selfish? Perhaps I can guide him. Nope, he took quite a bit of a popularity hit. But the manpower has reached the max. We're ready for war, but I am not, because we're trying to focus on domestic matters more. You already got a citizen district, okay? What would be good for you? Obvious is obvious. That would also mean in future we're gonna have to start making investments. There's no cedars to get. So I fear that we may have to build that city up there and work on that. Reduced Legion maintenance cost means more money for us. Having more cedar would be grand. So, do that again. Build a city there. Get a population of 40 up there. And the number of goods they produce is greater or equal to 3, which means a lot of slaves we gotta move there. I mean, I could build it right now. Got the money. Oh, hell. You'll do. Don't screw it up. He's become righteous. Whatever corruption he had, it's been rid of. Despite his nefarious tendencies. And as for me, I'm ailing. Try it as you might. How much is it again regarding the hang on? Sogdia Emporium. Oh, that's 30. Okay. It needs to be down there. Oh, do it in alphabetical order. Zeleno Propolis. This is gonna be the place to be. A little Sogdia Emporium there. Give them something for the citizens if you can. Oh, blast. Need more cedar. Something for the nobles. Anything to reduce the potential unrest, as we're doing a very good job of it. Knowing that population is going to keep on growing. Oh, I got it. Here's an idea. Where is it? No, better idea. Hang on. Greco-Indians are becoming more numerous than ever. We could send many of our Sogdia peoples to go to Rajagriha and Panchanada, who had rebelled here. They wouldn't be too happy about it. If we were doing the same to Vanti, that would be... Oh god, what? Again, I would love to send Sogdia populations out somewhere else. Now, here in Salvira, my goodness. This is a very small city. Nobody lives there. This is definitely ripe for a core of walls to place them. shall have to do. Boy, I'm really thinking of decisions that would alienate these people, but it would be good for the long run. And this is also a regional center of trade. Oh, I didn't even think about that. Centers of trade. Trade. Here. Regional trade down in Maru. Amatelia is one of them. That belongs to Sogdia. We also have this Indus. Well, bingo! We do have all these centers of trade, so that also makes it more important. Look at that. So, as a reminder, if we have 90% of the trade value region, we'll gain a commerce modifier. So, Gandhara, that needs work. Maru is another. Gedrosia, however, that's not one of them. Over there, Hormizad, which is actually over there, controlled by Maka. Gerha, also controlled by Maka. And Omana, Maka has them all. What is Maka like? A democratic republic? Huh. I was expecting them to be monarchy. They were once tribal, but a democratic republic now. With no allies. You know, we have nothing against them. But I could see them as being potential, useful allies. Perhaps a client still one. Oh, they'll never take that. If it were smaller, they'd be moving. So, none of Gedrosian trade centers then. But Maru, we can work on that. You spend so much damn money, you never even consider upgrading trade centers. So, the focus now is get Gandhara up. You got all three of these. And plus, those are the areas that where the most recent rebellion took place. So, get a great temple and a grand theater, then everybody's happy. Well, mostly. These two places here, they could contribute a lot to potential rebellions. A group of soldiers belonging to the army commanded by Buzz, as while stationed on peaceful deployments, absconded the orderly village nearby settlement of Oxiana. What is more concerning is that Buzz refusing to punish legions, citing their extreme loyalty as a reason. We are left in a disagreeable position, having to choose between forcing our general to crucify his own soldiers or appearing weak and soft. But we can't help the... He knows twice what he's doing. Oh, that'll make it this one. We can't afford to hang on that man. This is going to take a popularity hit. Didn't want to do it, but I had to. You did a lot of things that you should all be ashamed of. These two centers of trade here, including Texel. It's a metropolis now. Have a look. You could build a few more buildings here if you wish to. To help speed up with their promotion, build an academy. What else? I want to have a library. We did our job here with this city. Next future metropolis will be down there. We should plan on building more ports then. No, no, thank you. Get that for starters. So we can get down to this. Eventually reach down to get rid of monthly corruption. You know, all the way this way, from now on. Again, I'm really considering setting a bunch of our Sogdian populace to go live over there. So again, the Sindhi aren't that numerous. So they ain't gonna like it. What we're about to do here. It's just something for them to do. Armatelia, a Sogdian colony. The arrival of Sogdian settlers has hardly endeared the local population to us, but the foundation of a colony in this area is without a doubt the best way to exert control there in the long run. Soon even the local Sindhi inhabitants will see how our city will prosper and surpass any previous settlements they have had in the area before this land was confiscated. This is for all the best. Yep, from all the other known cities where the Sogdians live, they now live there. This is the best way to ensure lasting loyalty in the region will always be to send those we trust to live for us. Let us send a number of trusted Sogdian men and women to build a new life, live in foreign territory. We have received word from our chief builders that a new Sogdian Emporium is incomplete. Even now, mere days after the construction is finished, hundreds of citizens have flocked to the new district, where chaotic sights and smells of the market, exotic spices wafting through the crowded streets of tiny shops selling grilled meat and pottage, loud voices arguing over prices next to booths overflowing with stacks of burden textiles and fine silk, completing livestock, birds in cages of all overwhelmed all senses. There, now it's all Sogdian majority over there. But you know, Sogdian colonies did exist during their heyday in the Silk Road, which is just a, you know, it's part of a trade network. That's one. But the one thing that kind of bothers me is, how did these Avantis mixed in with all the other peoples? Hey, there's Avantis everywhere. Alright then. I'll think about what else I had in mind. Oh, the legitimacy issue. Yes, I'm melee. I'm becoming quite unpopular these days. Let me try that again. To prove legitimacy. Still strengthening legitimacy here. Which is gonna last at least 2 more years. Try not to worry too much. Well, I'm not going to spend money on it, but the brigands will be called in a grain return. We'll take the manpower hit because we can recover quite nicely. Very poor health still. You need to get over your depression. Aren't you gonna have a family of your own? Gotch. Or she does. As I stated before, we're gonna go all the way with this. So shady connections now, so that way it costs less to assassinate rivals, in case you're going to be those kind of people. The next time, get the espionage, so inspire this loyalty, enables the espionage character interaction, which is a little dangerous based on what I read. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We need 6 more innovations to get all that I would like. Need to get this first. Oh, you just wait till we get innovations where corruption will be rid of, bit by bit. Because that's the one thing I can't stand. of our family. As expected. You're one of the pretenders, right? The blind man. Yeah, he's pretty much gonna pass. I'll take him. This. Neither of these two are fit to speak in our name, honestly. Keep the legitimacy up. We'll have it deal with a little later. Because I'm more focused on just trying to keep everything stable until I pass. Crisis in Gedrosia. A recent death of the Gedrosian ruler has caused a great deal of political disturbance in the country. Eager to take advantage of the situation, numerous lackeys, pretenders, and legitimate claimants to the throne have risen up to bear arms against the newly crowned Arbubala's Artashid. As the nation of Gedrosia is overreached ourselves, it might that we can exert certain influences over the more rowdy pretenders in hope of plunging their nation to further turmoil. Don't want to mess with that. And what can I do? That I have no idea. Oh. Oh, double shrine. Make it different. Because I still have plans to... Let me see how many cities do we have. 1, 2... Really, only 2 cities? I could have sworn I thought there was another. Because this place produces cedar. We need more cedar. Got a crafts workshop here, but... It doesn't hurt to spend some money and a little bit of pleasure funds to have a city here. Plus, Gandhari are integrated people, so they'll work for us just fine. And maybe perhaps we can up the you know, words. Help me. You'll do. Hang on, we'll find you a spot. Actually, you don't. Well, deal with it. It's our scorned family again. Think. Yes, I remember now. No, not that. Trade value. How do you get that up? That's the real question. that. My goodness. There is no future for a dynasty. I just remembered something. Now we ought to do some road building. Seems our high priest Sogdia is dead set on making a sacrifice to our gods and ancestors. We're not entirely sure why he's become so obsessed with putting the prisoner out of his misery. But it's become annoying how often Sogdia has brought the issue up lately. Maybe we should just give him and put an end to this discussion and make the Seers more loyal if we fulfill their wish. You know, he's the very corrupt man. So, take him for all we can. So, we upped tax, so we can do that now. But the better thing is, Sakala would be another. This is production focus. Like if you want more of certain something, so you must produce 21 per power. Oh, this is an example. 21 to gain a unique trading modifier. Currently produce 2. Yeah. Okay, I do recall there's some resources that are kind of less common around here. Like say, silk. Produce 12. Son of a beeswax. Must be further in India. Oh, I know. Lapis lazuli. Ah. A modifier is gained when 75% of production triggers controlled. That's what this is for. I mean, we do live in Lapis Lazuli countries, and we make it no better than what we do around here. Again, something I never thought of before. Look, Lapis Lazuli is found here, there, over there. Where else in the world is Lapis Lazuli found? We, because of our superior strength and unmatched leadership in war against Trigata, now we all handle negotiations. Trigata rebellion against Navakan. Get my popularity up. Fortunately, our forces of gunpowder have already been deployed there, so we're on our way to deal with this matter. Bactriana can come too. Where are you? Over here. So you're the good general. Need your help. And as for Sogdia, I got something for you to do. Need you to build roads. start from here. In fact, I think it might be two roads. One covering this side of the Indus, and then another through that way. It's just an idea. Okay? Army of the Legion of Gandhara, belonging to Trigata. So we do control the Lapis Lazuli producing countries, counties, God-dogged territories. Because one's produced there, the other there, and of course there. I don't want to hurt any more legitimacy until just take the capital and get it over with. Heading this way. Can't go that way. Is me, or did the manpower get up higher? Well, there's room for more, yeah. Especially gunpowder. But mind you, this is an infantry support army. A trade agreement with Kocha has yielded a splendid return on investment. Along with the flow of wealth between our two states, the moving fields are accelerating. Our city of Alexandria Indo has been blessed with a fresh wave of migrants who believe they stand a better chance of building their lives in Sogdia. Who are we to deny them? Tokarians move here. Dhaka? No. It must be returned to Nabaka. Napaka. Well, I mean, a part of it is Gandhara. I mean, it would be nice to include Trigata as part of the deal. Just to screw over my little friend here. Repopulated. At war with the Shunga Trigata war. Oh, taking advantage of the situation, huh? Well, you ain't gonna have it. Last piece of gunpowder not under our control. Would be ideal to take it for ourselves. I mean, I am the war leader. Please wait. I'll be more happy to take Tree Gutha for myself rather than what other person has, even though we have no territorial claims of that. But they don't have to do. That belongs to the Purik people. Little aggressive expansion don't hurt nobody. Bactrian should be on guard. Oh, excellent. This is a cedar-producing province. Where is it exactly? Cedar, cedar, cedar. Up here. Market. Should have a logging camp instead. But it requires wood. Import the wood, and then we bring the cedar in. You know, cedar is an alternative to wood, you know that? Not everybody's willing to give that away. Too disloyal. Too disloyal, my eye. You're gonna give us that wood so we can build a logging camp here. Look of here. Compare that to, you know, something like a crafts workshop or a slave estate. No, I'm talking about this. Population capacity way up, and slaves needed for local surplus. We need wood. Don't you get it? But that's a province. Oh, you got a little provincial thing going on in one of your areas? Hang on. Here it is. Fix that problem of yours. Now, for resources that has wood. Actually, there is one from Navaka. That's a settlement. Oh, for God's sakes, how do we not have that? Need to build a slave estate here. My goodness. But the problem is you can't do it anymore because that place is disloyal as well. Ugh. Cedar, cedar, cedar. 92 legitimacy. Very poor health. I'll prove it to you one more time. I did what I can. Actually, hold that thought. Although you can annoy it now if you could switch it. Although, at this late in life, that's a very bad idea. I mean, I just hope he kicks out of being president. He's got a child. Oh dear. I done realized something. What I mean is, when conscious rule begins, we're gonna have a child ruler in its future. Oh boy. Huh. But at least you have another port up here, which is up there for some reason, instead of somewhere like... I could have sworn I thought there was a city. There's no cities up here. Okay. Since there's no cities, what suited? This is one of the Alexandrias. I think when the rebellion began, the city was lost, razed. So clearly this is a job for us Sogdians to turn this place into a city as well. Oh, Sogdia. Part of Gandhara. And that place is going to be a logging camp there one day. That's where we're going to get the cedar from. Which, matter of fact... As I said, we got to import our own cedar and put it over there. Right, let that population just increase just now. What else can we do? Ah, yes. Great Temple, then later, Grand Theater. Actually, no. You said you were going to make this into a naval base, so you need a port so more people can come over there faster. Same for Sogdia. Because this was once an Alexandria here. They made some investments in the past. Oh, you're the man. You're the man for the job. There goes the blind man. He was our steward. What the hell happened to this place? I assumed there was a city some time ago. The wealthier citizens of Gigant sent a formal petition on behalf of the entire province, complaining about the harsh ways of their governor, Rash. It seems that his taxation policies causing quite a furor among the landowners, amongst the landowners. Hold on. Excuse me. His taxation policies causing quite a furor amongst landowners who are having to work their slaves to the bone in order to meet the tax quotas. It is certainly unusual for our subjects to complain in such a manner. Perhaps you ought to consider the arguments carefully. Well, that's Governor Scythia, obviously. Send a representative to ensure rules are being followed. Or should we just remove it entirely? His power base is a bit marginal. Because Governor just get rid of that man. Need somebody more amenable. Why on earth would you want to put him back? Give him this. Right, now where were we? Espionage. We can cause trouble with the Shunga now. More diplomatic range would be very ideal, so we can trade for some faraway resources we can't get around here. And after that, less corruption. Right. Now that you're all here, you lads. That's actually a good skill. But I am very poor health and will soon die, so I'd like to keep the legitimacy up as high as much as I can. Right. Now that you lads are here, it's about time you start building a road. You will work from there all the way to there. And then after that, you will go to there and to there and connect that city. And then back over here. This. And then this. And then that. And that. And that. And this would lead to there. You got it? Get to work. It's to help with the trade and all that. That's one of my last commands. Why haven't you become? And yes, you're a tribal vassal, but still haven't got to that point yet. Osaka's about to become a city where we can get to work on it. Now, that reminds me. No, you need a program. So you have to do that in the next reign for future King Kush. If he can get over his depression, good. Otherwise, we're going to have a very short reign for him as well. Our extension of new privileges and investments to the local infrastructure in Osaka grow to a relative humility to a true Gandhari city. While that's somewhere to go before we can rival the great cities of our age, the past years ushered a new era of growth and urbanization in this territory. These are the best of times. So, right, now that you have a city here, one of the national decisions, because I'd like to have more seated regarding base production, is that you've got to have a population of 40. Well, I mean, it's got to take its time to, for those folks to come over here. Brand new city. It's cold up here. Because it's one of the cussedest places to be in. To serve a population of 40, you gotta need some aqueducts. And also a mill. Slave desired ratio, yeah. This is going to be a slave city, which is not a very popular thing to do, but we're doing it for the mission, for the national decision. This place once was a fortress. You can build a farming settlement here. You already got a fortress here, but once this turns to a city, and this is the border city of the Shunga there, so those are the ones to watch out for. Shunga-Pandyan War. That's gonna be the biggest war in all of India. But I believe the Shunga may come up on top. whereas the Morians still hold on to their existence. The fact that Bakuman is yet to marry has attracted the attention of many great friends. There was perhaps no surprise when during recent festivities held by the House of Orion, Bakuman was introduced to Maya, a young and, according to some, very skilled match. It soon occurred that Sandua and his entire family would be deeply grateful if our families had joined together in such a union. Loving, modest. Are you joking me? This is the kind of spouse that he would have loved to marry. But don't you know what our family is like? We are a small family, which we feel and fear that we will soon die off one day. And some other dynasty is going to take over. Well, what if I say no? Ooh. Okay, fine. Some won't like it, but do what you gotta do. I'm married to this lovely young woman here because it was a political move. Don't expect me to impregnate her. No, it's too late for that. And I'm about to pass away. But at least I've made some good investments. While the army begins the road building process, which will continue into the early reign of Kutch. Though we've waited for a while, we finally received the gift of subservience from the satrap of Persis. He sent us a group of emissaries with a chest of gold and silver. Gift of gold is appreciated. God, this poor city. That almost nobody lives there. Save the money. Get to pay 10 each. Good. It doesn't cost much, so everybody could do it. It's doable. Looking. Yes, it's a very Greco-Indian city. Hellenic is strong here. There's no religious conversions on her. It's stalled. No, wait until... Oh, finally we can import wood. But the thing is, what's the difference? Well, just wait till you get to produce more cedar. And as well as wait for what happens under the reign of Kutch, and who's going to be loyal and disloyal. And all that. And during a crisis, we can also do this. Give me a moment. He was the family head. Is to do this thing. A character of exceptionally high martial is promoted for the ranks. So that way we can have a loyal general who's very highly skilled in case of civil war. Max is 200, bear in mind. Ah, Chandragupta Trigata. I remember seeing you. Even though you're a Hindu. And of course, this does not mean that we will be embracing Hinduism. Despite the fact that 20% of the people of Sogdia follow this faith. As one of these must be true. At least 50% of the free people in the territory of Samarkand, 43% non-slave pops follow this religion. That's what they mean by that. Wouldn't even dream of becoming Hindu. Which, by the way, that term, Hindu, will soon become known as Vedic in the next upcoming update of Imperator Invictus. Not a lot of people are going to be migrating up here, and that's going to be an issue. May have to switch that as well. I just want everybody to come on down to India. Not to mention that place is going to be the city of slaves, which is very uncharacteristic. But when they're doing it because I want cedar. Oh, wait a minute. There you go. I remember now. It requires wood. No. You got it all wrong. That's not about... Do we have wood in here? It has to be wood, the resource you get out of. Then what do I need to reduce the local surplus to have more cedar? Keep looking then. You got it all wrong the whole time, Lord Master. Dang nabbit. Reservoir. Slaves in for local surplus versus this for 6 versus that. It does not say anything about surplus needed for local surplus, so guess reservoir it is then. Now, where do we get more wood so we can build logging camps then? Where can you find more wood in a province that isn't too distant? Up here. Gotcha. This doesn't. There it is. This is where you get the wood from. The more wood we have to send our slaves to work there to give us the surplus, the more we can build it in places like these. Okay, we found an alternative. You got it now. You got it all figured out. And this is about as much stability as we can have before I die. And then Koch would take over. Oh, he's near death as well. The old generation's passing away. We got a disloyal army man, and he's about to be taken off command due to cancer. Hey, you stopped the road building. At least you made it all the way to there, as designated. Now you're gonna have to come on down here and get to work on all that again. Refugees fleeing the war between Shunga and Pandya have crossed over to the land of Kitsaron. Whilst to let them settle here would be a humanitarian thing to do, we should consider how this might affect our relations with our neighbor, Shunga. It's not too late to force them to turn back. Well, welcome them here to Rupa. Yeah, 2 armies are disloyal now, but do not worry. He's about to pass away due to arthritis and cancer. Plus all of his loyal cohorts he's made, which there are many, destroying the city of Sogdia. Yeah, Haran City. You're a proper city now. A port is to be built here. And always gotta have forums. Very poor health, still depressed. Intelligent though. Okay, not all is lost. There is still hope. A little more stability. But oh boy. Things are gonna get pretty messy. Well, there goes the army, man. He's the loyal lad. So, okay. I want you to get the position up here and start building that road for us. Legitimacy is at 100. And I'm about to die, so I'll say no once again for the last time. Because I'm about to pass away and let Koch handle it. And those were his last words. Koch will now rule our glorious nation. Dear God. Killed in a freak accident. It's always with the randomness. We know what he died of. Don't be stupid. Now our legitimacy has dropped back down again. Koch is not as popular as he should be. He's depressed, in very poor health. Focus on orientation. And now the main air, and this is where it's going to get pretty messy. Of the pretender support that we need to have more political influence too. Demand oaths of allegiance for all this. Wish I could help you. You're gonna have to do. And we'll find jobs somewhere in the army. Okay. One of you lots is gonna be those cannot tag along there. And that's an issue as well that we ought to watch out for. At least the population of Scythia is growing. Okay, fine. Not gonna like it though. You'll have that last name. Now, please. I'll do what I can before I die of depression. Just to prove the legitimacy Am I willing to sacrifice all this? There's a bunch of disloyal characters abroad. I mean, this is my daughter, firstborn. She's going to be prominent sooner or later. But having a female ruler is not a wise thing, but it might become a reality if I don't get rid of my depression. Which means, who knows? Okay. Now, get back to work on the road building. Here's the route that you're supposed to take. No, no, no. God, dog it. This way. Connect to them. Yeah. You'll be very loyal to me, so work on it. I'll keep an eye on those people. And you are disloyal to me because you are a pretender who wishes to become queen. You'll get it. I know you have no supporters right now, but it seems the old admiral here is about to die. Look at you, you're firstborn. You're gonna get your prominence sooner or later. But it makes very, very little difference. The fact is female versus family ruler, and he just died. Dear God in heaven. Sorry, who's this? Ah, child of. Yeah. And this old man here, he's healthy. He's alright. I'm in very poor health, which unlike my father, I might be around just a tad bit longer. Just a tad bit longer. I'm gonna have to do this. Demand oaths of allegiance, so that way we can have more support. More support for my young daughter here. Which, to be perfectly honest, she's got some skills already. Certainly better than me in some fields. Hell, better than my sister. Yeah, we all suffer from depression. It kind of runs in the family, you know. What a screwed up family. Oh no. Crud. Yes, I know your family ruler. You're a Sogdian, yes. Light culture. Kochval counts as an eligible veteran, spending most of his evenings deep in conversation with Maya. Yes, gotta be the friends. A little friendship don't hurt nobody. They're all for the old man, who is no way related to all of us, so... And if you want to anoint to be the primary, you gotta have political influence, you gotta have your legitimacy in the way, and among other things. You ain't gonna be the governor anymore. Well, found something for you to do. Hope you like your position. You ungrateful little... Yes, I know you're a pretender. But that doesn't mean that you're allowed to do certain things. Remember, that's the transfer for you. Give it to somebody who doesn't give a darn and loyal. That's the most important thing. After spending some time in a deep melancholic depression, Koch has emerged, finally be able to laugh and act as his old self. It's good to have him back. He's finally gotten over his depression, but is left in very poor health. If he gets sick by any way, you gotta be treated fast, so not all hope is lost. Not all hope is lost. Back and forth with this. Family ruler versus child of ruler. In fact, this female doesn't help it. Wait, he's a good guy. What does he do again? Besides being a primary heir? I'm talking about what he does for a living. Is he one of the people in the office? No. No, he ain't. He's not a researcher, as far as my knowledge is concerned. Actually, he is. He's the researcher for oratory. That's what he does for a living. Just all I need to do is anoint. Just get that legitimacy up and it'll be all good. All I need is some popularity. But you can do that by, well, I have the money for it. Ongoing games. Well, I don't know, because, you know, me being poor health and all. We gotta get out of this bottleneck of our family. Oh, that's important. Oh, God. Did somebody had a civil war? Because that's what it would indicate. Yep. Armenia had a civil war. best mates for legions. That's the Legion of Gandhara. Fuse proposal disloyalty inspired. That's in Fergana. Oh, don't worry about that. That's in Sogdiana. So, round up the troublemakers, supporters, and crucify them. You want more popularity? Here it is. Fergana isn't going to revolt anytime soon. Was what? That prominence thing. And then it's lost. This is gonna keep happening, you know. Can't do any decisions that would relate to increasing one's prominence. You just gotta wait for the legitimacy goal, which will take a very long time to do so. But at least I'm no longer depressed. And once we get it all up and dandy, guess Armenia took it back. Need a little more money. Still working on that road, huh? What else? Precious metals again from Armenia. Not anymore. Koch, for reasons known only unto himself, has begun to view Shah with jealousy and distrust. Even having the same room as one is bound to result in hostility. Don't worry. Let the old fool die of cancer. I don't know why, but I am considering getting rid of that man. I mean, sure, he's only a researcher. But that man is in the way of succession. From modifiers versus the one who is a legitimate child of mine, who is firstborn. Last my wife's been pregnant, but lung disease. Yeah. Oh, help me, please. Pacing back and forth around here in my head. Besides this, what else? Oh wow, you're very skilled. So are you. still cannot. This is going to keep happening because, again, there's a bottleneck in our dynasty. Family's going to remain scorned for some time. I keep proving legitimacy. You got all that wealth. I could spend this, but oh, remember, legitimacy has to be up to 90. To 90. There goes the wine from the Armenian revolt. Thank you. So, you see how much less it costs now? How much you've had to pay for tyranny and aggressive expansion in order to assassinate somebody? But he's a bit of an elderly. After wars, toil, and hardship, it is of hopeful eyes that the veterans of our armies look towards retirement. The life of rural farming, with promised farmland often parceled out of the most deserving. Recent circumstances led great droves out of our retiring soldiers clamoring for this quiet life, seeking counsel from their generals and leaders. Vema Puspe Yakam has been appointed on behalf of our generals to negotiate a complex arrangement whereby we might sage our tired veterans and yield them some reward. We should be wary of what might occur if we could refuse. For 48 months. It costs this amount of money? As the commanders like bribes, don't they? This will hurt the morale of our armies quite a bit, but we're not expecting to start any wars because we're trying to settle domestic matters first. I can't do anything. Like if I wanted to expand, sure, I could do that. But my main priority is to get your act together. Get your family together. Including the one who I firmly believe should be the Queen of Sogdia. Well, I got a very poor wife who's very poor. She's got lung disease, which can be treated, but I don't want to waste my money on that. I mean, skill-wise, she's alright for now. You get 12 years. Meanwhile, you know, it's going to take a very long time to move on after you. Some of them don't want to be there. Oh boy. This is what I get for hitting this. The promise would come up very, very slowly. I am considering getting rid of that man by assassination in one way or another, which is something I do not do very often. But I may have to, so I will think about such things as time will go along until we get our legitimacy up more and more and more, all the way up until, what was it again? Up until 90. In the meantime, remember, diplomatic range. I can't have it happen. I don't want to hurt the legitimacy. I want to get up so I can appoint my first and only daughter to be the potential next queen, should anything happen to me at all. And in the future, we're going to start getting rid of corruption. And there's this, with 2 innovations. Sponsored Scholars Authority. Sponsored Scholars. Oh, here it is. That's for more research points, and citizens will be more happier. That's a good idea. But scientific patronage for more legitimacy, for noble happiness. The residents of Havana are holding a celebration on the much loved governor, renowned for his beneficence, tolerance, and common sense. It is nice to see our approved candidates validated such a way. Well, on with the celebrations then. He might be good for something one day. You may never know that somehow he's going to get kicked upstairs and become the primary heir. But the issue with that is, he's of the wrong culture. Unlike someone who's from my loins. No friends. Rather keep the popularity up. Speaking of popularity, here's something I can do. Hold games. Be careful though. By the way, did you finish that road? Yes. Okay, thank you. That's all I wanted from you. In a true Sogdian fashion, a benevolent ruler, Koch has ordained that there will be a period of games festivity. While it's not commonplace, many of our common folk and court alike are pondering whether Koch himself will take to the sands to prove his bravery for all to see. Well, I got no Marshal. But bring on the challenge, I'll take that on. Oh, you goddamn fool. Grand Sogdian Games. The raging sun beats down on the Confederates, glistening with oil and sweat. Many weeks of events have come and gone, with whispers of mock regarding this final event, the javelin hurling tournament. The crowd cheers with jubilation as Koch appears, flanked by a detachment of the Royal Guard. None dare question the majesty of such a kind of competition. As all sure expected, Koch does away with the competition in characteristic style, with a wreath firm placed on his head. During the populace of Barutan chant their approval firmly. Huzzah! Glory to the house! Just wanted to get it up faster and faster. Just to say that I am the man of the people. And soon afterwards, even more popularity. And gains legitimacy afterwards. Look again. Further down the line. Yeah, I think we got it all figured out here. They hired some mercenaries from some war up there. and still considering about getting rid of that man. Which he's depressed. Anybody who lives in this family is a depressed one. Standard success. Well, he's a little corrupt, but I'll give him free hands. In due time, he'll become more and more corrupt, so that way you can have alternatives to bring that man on trial because he's doing some corrupt things. Smear's reputation is another. He's become renowned for his affable nature. Anyone passing him in the street should be sure of his warm welcome and firm handshake. Well, he changed his ways a little. So those subjects will like us more. But let's be honest here. He would rather be supportive of his own daughter. Crisis in Ericosia. We've seen that text before. And I am not dropping the legitimacy anytime soon. Let's not have ongoing games. How long does that last, typically? Does anybody know? Okay, it's just gone up. Now, try again. Remember, each time it's fulfilled, legitimacy jumps up. I need to get it up tonight, so I can appoint her. And here it comes. Assert authority. Big jump. So, I think we got it all figured out here. So, we'll end this episode right now. Starting on June. There. Now, so in the next episode, we will deal with this little line of succession and pretenders, as I'm debating whether or not that I'm thinking about killing this man, despite my good-naturedness of it, and making that man more corrupt than he seems. Just like, hey, I'll let you have it. I'm a good-natured person, all that. And what else? And of course, there's my sister, so that's my nephew, yes, who is uncaring. Sounds about right. And then, oh, she's barren, lung disease, brain damage. Oh, I feel sorry for Roshan. I feel very, very sorry for her. So, we'll be people who have enjoyed this episode, as, again, I'm gonna make my daughter, you know, the possibility of being the Queen of Sogdia. She's intelligent and all that. Great things would happen under her. But we'll find out what happens next from here. But until then, so long for now.